Hi everyone, I'm Gina Kay from Gina Kay Designs and your host of StampTV, and I'm so excited to share with you the new StampTV kit, Here Comes the Sun. This kit is full of beautiful cardstock, patterned paper, ribbons, and embellishments that will help you create beautiful cards throughout the summer and beyond. Let me show you what's in this kit. First, just like all of our kits, it comes in this convenient plastic storage box. This way you can keep all of the contents of your kit in one place so that you can stamp with me weekly when we make projects on StampTV. Then, inside, let's start with the cardstock. Let me move a couple things here. You get 24 sheets of our beautiful pure luxury cardstock. You get 3 sheets of our grass green, 3 sheets of red hot, 3 sheets of black onyx, 3 sheets of wild dandelion, 3 sheets of our layering weight white, 3 sheets of in the navy, 3 sheets of our heavy base weight white, and 3 sheets of our turquoise sea. Look at that beautiful palette, so bright and summery. Then along with that, you're going to get a complete 6x6 pattern paper pack of our new Here Comes the Sun pattern paper. And let me show you these adorable patterns that are in here. Really pretty. Just love this pack. First, we have this beautiful leaf pattern. And this one coordinates with turquoise sea, wild dandelion, and the grass green. Then we have some of the red hot floral pattern, some of the grass green vine pattern. We have the same vine pattern but in a black and turquoise sea, which is so pretty. Then this bright, fun floral. And this one contains red hot, some of the grass green, and then it's got a little bit of navy in there, and it's got some of our sweet mango, even though sweet mango isn't in this palette. If you wanted to add some sweet mango to your card, you can do that by using this piece of pattern paper. Then we have this one. This is a wave in our turquoise sea. We have this little butterflies and floral pattern. Also has a little bit of sweet mango, some red hot and wild dandelion and grass green. And then this vibrant ocean stripe, and this has turquoise sea and grass green, and then a couple other coordinating turquoise teal colors in there. Now, with that pattern paper pack and cardstock, you're also going to get some of the Gina Kay Designs Pure Luxury ribbon. Now, these are the thicker ribbons. These are the 5/8 of an inch. And the styles you get are fresh asparagus double stitched. And I liked the way the fresh asparagus was a darker shade next to the grass green. I think that that's going to be a nice combination to use. Then you're also going to get some of the in the navy gingham, some red hot gingham, some of the black double stitched, wild dandelion gingham, both black and white organdy, and then some black gingham. So you get all of those patterns and colors of ribbon as well. And you get a yard of each, so it's 8 complete yards. So that will make tons and tons of card projects. You're also going to get a pack of our black brads, and our brads are so soft and buttery. They're very easy to spread apart on the back, and they lay nice and flat on the back. So you get a little pack of those to use for projects that we'll make together. Now I want to show you the stamp sets. Our new style that we've decided to do with our clear stamps contains an imaging sheet. So we did that with our kit stamps this time. Of course, you get one of our binder sheets, so you can continue to store your stamps in our binder boxes. And then Here's the first set that comes, and I'm putting it up against white since it's clear packaging. You wouldn't be able to see it. But let's see, can you see there? There we go, turn it the right way. This particular stamp set is called Flower Builders, and this contains all kinds of floral designs, stems, and then some long stemmed flowers for doing bouquets. And you've got little accent dots and some great greetings. Oh, happy day, you're the best, it's time to celebrate, and congratulations for completing another trip around the sun. I think that's such a fun saying for a birthday card. So this is the one set that you're going to get, and look how big those stamps are. You're going to be able to do some beautiful backgrounds and techniques with these. The second set lends itself to some masculine cards, but can also be used for other cards. This is our Ship to Shore stamp set. And this one has all kinds of solid images, as you can see, the lighthouse, the little message in a bottle, the compass and anchors, sailboat, a wheel, and then it's got this wave border, which is really fun to stamp all on top of each other in different shades of turquoise and teal all the way down to navy. So pretty. And it's got some really nice greetings. To go with the little message in a bottle, we have a greeting that says, "A message of love from me to you." And then for the anchor, we have, "You are my anchor, you are my strength." For the wheel, we have, or for the boat, you can use it for the boat too, "Let God steer your ship." Then we have "Hope to see you soon," with C spelled S-E-A, and then "Thank you for your guidance," which is a great greeting to go along with the lighthouse. So you can make masculine cards for upcoming masculine holidays like Father's Day. Just add a Father's Day greeting. This is great for birthday cards for the gentleman in your life, but also really good for sympathy cards and just thinking of you cards, friendship cards for the ladies or the guys. So this is a great set, Ship to Shore, and you're going to see lots of fun card projects coming up with this one as well. So that is the contents of the StampTV kit. Now that you've seen all the beautiful components of this new kit, stay tuned for the first Here Comes the Sun StampTV card project. Before I start that card project, I'm so excited about another new product now at Gina K Designs that I have to introduce it to you. Introducing Gina K Designs Wood Embellishments. The first pack of embellishments I want to show you is our new nautical set. And these coordinate beautifully with the Ship to Shore StampTV stamp set and some of the pattern papers. And what you get in this little pack is you get 3 burnished wood pieces, and one is an anchor, one is a star or a starfish, and one is a wheel. Look at the beautiful detail that are in these pieces, and these are going to mount so nicely on your card projects. You can even use these as focal images, or you can use these as big, bold embellishments. You can also use these in your project life pages and in your regular scrapbook pages. These are not very thick. They're only 1/16 of an inch thick, which makes them suitable for card making and for scrapbooking without creating too much bulk. But they are nice and strong, and they will just add such a nice element to your projects. So this is our little nautical set, and this one coordinates with the new StampTV kit. Now I want to show you one of our basic sets that's going to be a must-have. This is called our Buckles and Buttons. And you're going to get a whole pack of 8 here of these buttons and buckles. And the buckles are slides. Let me show you these. Look at all these fantastic things. Now what's really cute about these is we have a couple bigger ones for bigger buttons and embellishments, and then you have a flower here that you could actually put another button on top. You can decorate these with stamps if you wanted to stamp a background stamp on top. You can also stain these with the Gina K Designs re-inkers, or you can use wood stain if you have wood stain at home. You can paint them with some of the craft paints that are out on the market, the crackle paint, all kinds of fun things like that. And then you have, so for buttons, you you have this really fun little loopy button and a scalloped button and a flower button. And then more simplistic buttons, you have the heart and you have just a regular round one for maybe a masculine card where you just want to add a little button with some twine. Then you have 3 buckles. Now these buckles can also be used as buttons. You can use a thinner string or a baker's twine through them. But these fit our 3/8 of an inch ribbon perfectly without crimping the ribbon down at all. So if you want a nice flat buckle, almost like a belt buckle, the 3/8 of an inch ribbon will be perfect. Now if you want thicker ribbon to go through, like the 5/8 of an inch ribbon, it looks fantastic. You feed it through and then it will gather behind the buckle, and I'm going to show that to you in the card project I do tonight. But these are the buttons and buckles and buttons. I love them. You're going to see a lot of these, so if you need a little something to push you over for free shipping, make sure you grab some of these. These fabulous wood embellishments will take your cards and scrapbook pages to the next level, and they're right on trend this season. Now next, I want to show you 3 brand new incentive stamp sets. These are our incentive stamp set duos. This month, when you spend $25 in a single order, you will receive the Hopeful Flowers duo. Isn't that pretty? That is such a nice, and it's a nice big stamp too, that flower sprig, so it'll be great for coloring, it'll be great for chalking and watercoloring. Now, if you spend $50 in a single order, you'll receive the Hopeful Flowers duo plus this fabulous new Little Things duo. And the greeting here is, enjoy the little things in life. For one day, you'll look back and realize they were the big things. I love this saying, and I love this picture. This beautiful seagull sitting on the wood here, and it's great for coloring. It's great for stamping in color. There are so many different things you'll be able to do with this one. And remember, these pictures are much smaller than the actual stamps themselves. These stamps are huge. Now, if you spend $75 or more in a single order, you're going to get both of these duos, plus you're going to get this fun little plant trio duo. This one is perfect for summer stamping projects. Isn't that cute? And so much fun to color with your Spectrum markers or your other alcohol markers. You're going to have a lot of fun with this one. So, all of these are free with your qualifying purchase, and no need to put them in your cart because they'll automatically ship with your qualifying order. Tonight's project makes a great masculine card and features the new StampTV kit along with some of our wood buckles and buttons. If you only plan on getting the kit, you can substitute the buckle with a smaller piece of ribbon and just tie it in a knot. So let me show you the tools and products you need to make this project. First, you're going to need some stamps, and I'm going to use the Lighthouse stamp and one of the greeting stamps from the new Ship to Shore stamp set. And you can see my stamps are really stained blue because I've been stamping these non-stop using our In the Navy ink. And clear stamps do stain with some of the highly pigmented inks, and our inks have lots and lots of vibrant pigment, so you are going to get some staining. But you can still see through the stamp, even though it might have a tint of color, and as long as you clean the stamp, it won't transfer from ink pad to ink pad, so the stamp will be perfectly clean even though it will have a tint to it. In fact, some companies now are actually tinting their clear stamps because sometimes if they're clear, you can drop one and then you're not able to find it, where when it has a little hint of color, it's a little easier to find both on your desk and on the floor. I'm going to use a Gina K Designs In the Navy ink pad. This is a great color for this particular card. I'm also going to use some of our In the Navy gingham, and this is the 5/8 of an inch gingham that comes in the kit. I'm going to use a Sakura Stardust pen. You can use this pen, the Wink of Stella pen if you have that. You can use Stickles glitter glue, loose glitter, whatever you have to add some sparkle and zing to your card. I might use a craft pick. We're going to see. It depends how easily I can thread the ribbon through. And here are the buckles and buttons, and I'm going to use the heart one for this project. For cardstock, I'm using some of the white layering weight cardstock and some of the In the Navy cardstock, along with a piece of the pattern paper from the new Here Comes the Sun pattern paper pack. I'm going to use my Score Buddy to score my card, 1/4 inch pop dots, some adhesive, and some scissors. So I'm going to begin by taking this piece of cardstock and I'm going to stamp the greeting. And the greeting that I'm using is the one that says, "Thank you for your guidance." And I'm going to ink that up using the In the Navy ink. Now, if it sounds like I'm banging really hard on the ink, it's because I have a microphone placed right off camera, and that's right where I'm stamping, so I'm not really hitting that hard. All right, and I'm going to stamp that right here at the bottom. And as you can see, even though it's stained, you can see right through. So there is the "Thank you for your guidance." Now next I'm going to take this smaller rectangle of cardstock and I'm going to ink the lighthouse up using the In the Navy ink. And I'm going to stamp that right in the center of this panel. Excuse my head if it gets in the way. And with clear stamps, you do want to give the ink a second to transfer from the stamp onto the cardstock. So just let it sit for just a second and give it some light pressure. If you take it off too soon, it may not have completely transferred. So there is my lighthouse. Now my next step is going to be to create a little ribbon with a buckle. So I'm going to use the heart buckle for this. And I have some of this 5/8 of an inch gingham. Now this ribbon is thicker than the slots for the buckle, but that's what I want because I want that ribbon to kind of gather and pucker a little bit behind the heart. So the best way to feed these through is to start by just cutting the corner off of the ribbon, and that gives you a nice point to thread through. So I'm going to put it through one side and pull it up. And then I'm going to straighten it out so that both edges are straight, and that makes it buckle a little bit. You see that? If I just folded it in half, it wouldn't have that cute look, and that's the look that I want. So make sure you pull it through a little bit and then kind of straighten it out. And then I'm going to feed it through the other side and do the same thing. Just straighten that out so it's even on both sides. And it might just take a little fussing, not much, but a little bit, just to get it exactly the way you want it to look. Okay, so now I'm going to put that aside for a second, and I'm going to adhere this piece of pattern paper to my panel here. So I'm going to do that using some of the mono adhesive. I love this pattern paper. It just looks like ocean waves. There we go. And then this is going to go right on top like that. So I'm going to cut a little bit off of here. And then I'm going to flip that over and add a little bit of tape to the back here. And put that into place. Then I'm going to cut off that little excess piece. And there's my ribbon. And then you can fiddle with it to get it exactly the way you want it to look. Now, if you want, you can also tape the ribbon down here. And I've done that before, and I'll show you how easy that is to do. All you do is just take a little bit of your adhesive and run it on the ribbon, and then you want to make sure that you position it correctly and it's nice and straight the way you want it, and then you can press down on it and press around, and that will secure it even more. You can do that to this side too if you want. There we go. Okay, so there is my panel. Now let me grab my Score Buddy here, and for those of you who haven't tried the Gina K Designs cardstock, when you get it for the first time, you'll be surprised. It's so thick and luxurious. But when you're scoring it, you want to make sure that you you score it a couple times before you fold it, just to really create that deep dent. And then you're going to lift it up and fold it away from the crease that you just made. What you've actually done is stretch the fibers here so you won't get that cracking. If you fold it the other way, so you want that bump in the center, the hump inside the card. If you did it the other way, you might get some cracking. You've stretched those fibers, and now you get a nice clean fold, and you can use the edge of your scoring tool to get a nice flat line, and you can see how nice that is with no cracking at all. Okay, so now this panel is going to go right on top of my In the Navy card base. So I'll put that on with some mono adhesive and add a little bit of extra over the ribbon so it doesn't pop out. And I love the way the turquoise sea pattern paper looks with the In the Navy cardstock. Those colors just look so nice together. You have a real deep, rich color and then a fun, vibrant, bright color. So there are those panels. Now my next step is to adhere these two panels together, and then I'm going to pop that up onto the card with some of the 1/4 inch pop dots. Now I'm not going to do that for you because I've already made this card. So here is the finished card project. And what I did here was I added a little bit of the Sakura Stardust pen. I don't know if you can see that shine, but you might be able to see a little bit of that shine, just to make some shine coming through on the windows and where the light would come out of the lighthouse, and then also on these little dots here that are little windows kind of going up into the top of the lighthouse. So that adds a little bit of sparkle. Now if you feel that sparkle isn't masculine enough, you can just maybe add a little bit of color, a soft yellow, or even using a gold paint pen or a silver paint pen, and just add a little bit of shine that way. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's StampTV kit presentation. The new Here Comes the Sun StampTV kit is now available in our online store at www.ginakdesigns.com. And stay tuned for weeks of fun videos featuring projects using the stamps and products from this new fabulous kit.